Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A new Italian restaurant with a sweet twist will be opening at Planet Hollywood soon. We have those details coming up. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. In top story, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Inmates at Nevada's only women's prison are embracing a new job training program. Our 7 at 7 anchor Lena Bleets tells us about the opportunity aimed at preparing inmates for a life after prison.
Inmates at the Florence McClure Women's Correction Center now have the opportunity to learn a new trade with the introduction of the HVAC program. Previously, the only job training program available was in cosmetology. LVRJ reporter Estelle Atkinson explains how women in the inaugural class see the program as a way to change their lives after leaving prison.
I heard from one woman who was so excited to be in this program because she said that she's in her 50s now and she had been in and out of prison since she was 17 years old and had never really found the thing that was going to break that cycle for her. And she was telling me this through tears because she really felt that this opportunity was that opportunity that was going to finally break that cycle.
12 inmates were selected for the first class and see the HVAC program as a life-changing opportunity that defies gender-based norms.
A jury will soon decide if former Las Vegas councilwoman Michelle Fiori is guilty or not guilty of committing wire fraud. The jury was seated on the first day of Fiori's federal trial on Tuesday, and prosecutors allege the former councilwoman raised tens of thousands of dollars for a fallen Metro officer statue, but spent that money on herself and her daughter's wedding. Fiori has pleaded not guilty. Jurors are expected to hear opening statements from her lawyer and prosecutors this morning. A lawsuit has been filed by the owners of Huntridge Theater against the company Crown Castle over a cell tower on that lot that could delay the theater's plans to begin its renovation and construction plans. Now, the owner of the Huntridge Theater had met with Crown Castle about 10 months ago to talk about relocating that cell tower. Crown Castle asked for $500,000, which the owner of the theater says is not normal, and they had more than enough time to work with them to resolve this. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. You can expect light winds and hot temperatures in the triple digits near 102 degrees for today's forecast. Those warm temperatures will continue to rise through the weekend due to a high pressure in place over the southwest states, meaning it'll be about 5 to 10 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. The highest temperature will be on Saturday, reaching a high near 106. Other than that, we'll still have some cooler overnight lows in the 70s. In business, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. A former Mirage worker has filed a complaint against their union over a severance package. The complaint claims workers were not fully informed about how the now closed property's severance package would be administered. The allegations listed are related to duty of fair representation, including superseniority and denial of access, according to the National Labor Relations Board. A letter was also sent to Mirage Hotel Casino Management that states the charge wasn't filed against the employer, but says investigators will need information from managers related to the merits of the charge. Both Hard Rock Las Vegas and culinary officials declined to comment. For more on this story, you can visit lvrj.com.
Sports brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. The Aces will move on to the WNBA semifinals and face a familiar foe after completing a sweep of the Storm. Seattle pulled within range in the fourth quarter, but Las Vegas was able to shut down their rally, taking over after the 5-minute mark and controlling the lead from there. 83-76, the final score from Michelob Ultra Arena. Up next, the Aces will face the New York Liberty in the semifinals in a rematch of last year's WNBA Finals, which the Aces won in 4 games.
In health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. A new study shows cancer is the leading cause of death among the Hispanic community in the United States. The American Cancer Society says Hispanics and Latinos are less likely to be diagnosed with lung, colon, breast, and prostate cancers compared to non-Hispanic white men and women. Experts recommend asking your doctor about what screenings you should begin with.
Have that list prepared about what should I get done to keep me healthy in the long term. What behaviors can I do in the long term to stay healthy? Because I think prevention is the key.
Dr. Bracamonte also says culture, access to care, and past experiences contribute to the lack of screening within the Hispanic community.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Caitlin Clark and the Fever tip off against the Connecticut Sun in hunt of a win at 4:30 p.m. today. The Sun are 6-point home favorites to win Game 2 in the best-of-3 series. The Fever stand at plus 240 on the money line, and the total sits at 163.5. The Minnesota Lynx took Game 1 over the Mercury and are 8.5-point home favorites in Game 2 with a 6:30 p.m. tip-off. Phoenix are plus 350 on the money line, and the total is 160.5.
Vegas Station, sponsored by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today.
The Raiders giving back to the community earlier this week. The Silver and Black hosting a Salute to Service boot camp with the USAA on Tuesday to give back to some active duty service members. And this event in particular is a little extra special for Adam Butler.
My dad served for years. You know, he gave a lot of his life to, this country and our military. And so when things like this come up, I just have to show up, and show my support for, military service members, the vets who served, the vets who died and fought for this country. I just got to be out here.
In entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. A popular rapper has been dropped from a Las Vegas music festival after controversial statements he made at a concert. Macklemore shouted an expletive against America at a pro-Palestine show in Seattle on Saturday, and as a result, he was cut from the Neon City Festival lineup. A statement from event organizers say unforeseen circumstances prompted their decision. The festival will be happening November 22nd through 24th during F1 at several downtown venues and stages. Moving on to lifestyle news brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for upcoming events. A new Italian restaurant with a sweet twist will soon be opening at Planet Hollywood. Restaurant reporter Jonathan Wright gives us a little more details.
It's replacing Koi restaurant, which was a sushi and Japanese fusion. It's going to be inspired by 1970s Italy, the design and the decor. And also, there is a candy shop next door.
Caramella will be opening this winter. An exact date is yet to be announced. Thanks for watching 7 at 7. You can watch us Monday through Friday on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. Join us weekly at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. to get the latest Las Vegas news updates.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.